good evening for day 3 of Battle of the Beach tournament. Here we have the first game here between the Thomas University Nighthawks and the LSUA Generals, where yesterday we saw the LSUA Generals where they had a great game against Kaiser, where they won 77-73, where they moved up to 4-2, and we saw Thomas University drop to 2-6, where they lost to William Carey. So for Thomas, really it's about, this is day 3 for them. They have not gotten a win in this tournament yet, well, or per se classic play. And before I go any further, I am Deshaun Bullock here with the jack of all trades of Joel Harrison. So what is it that we can see from Thomas University that they can come in with day 3 to kind of ignore what happened the first 2 days?
Boy, to be honest, I think they've played well enough to win both of those games. I think the thing that's kind of gotten away from them in both games is turnovers. If they can protect the ball and really execute offensively and defend at a high level, which I think they did at times in the last 2 games, I think they give themselves a chance to win this game. But I look forward to them playing with some desperation. It's day 3 of this classic. You definitely don't want to head home 0-3 in these last 3 games. So I look forward to seeing them play extremely hard and give themselves a chance to win this game.
And for the Thomas University Nighthawks, we will see a change in the starting lineup where we'll see Shamar Brown entering the starting lineup along with Trent Bryant, Daniel Marius, Jordan Booker, Keon Williams. And then same starting lineup really for the Generals where they have Adabutu, Joe Lewis, Abney, Smith, and Berry. And we'll go ahead and start this game now as Abney has the ball, and he'll give it to Adabutu, who was the leading scorer yesterday, had a big second half against the Skyhawks yesterday. So he'll give it to Abney, give it to Lewis, he'll give it to Smith. As he'll try to look for Abney, he'll give it to Adabutu for 3 for the first shot. That one made, so he continues his hot streak from yesterday. First shot, first down. So now we have 3-0 first to start the game. So now we'll see Booker bringing the ball down the court as he'll look to get it past the timeline. And that finally does, and he'll look to go off the screen of Brown. He'll give it for the turnover. So now we'll see Berry on the fast break. He'll give it to Smith as Smith has it in the corner. And he'll give it up top to Lewis as Lewis has it. He'll go in between his legs. He'll go left with it. He'll go for the layup. Smooth, but that one is missed. So rebounded by Williams. So now we see Booker, who has the ball going past the timeline. He'll give it to Marius. Marius gives to Booker. Booker gives it to Brown. Brown wide open for the 3. That one made. So first shot, first down for them. 3-3 is your score starting off this game. So now we'll see Smith, who has it, getting it past the timeline now. As I look to get something going, as LSUA is firing off all cylinders when it comes to everybody on the floor playing their role. As we'll look at Adabutu looking to cut, but he'll keep the ball. So now we'll see Smith, who has it up top, looking for someone. As he'll look for Barry in the post, he'll finally give it to him. Barry will take the turnaround. Little Dirk Nowinski kind of style right there.
Yeah, that's an impressive shot right there, the one-leg fadeaway. You don't see that a lot, but obviously it looks like he's done that before. That was pretty smooth.
Yeah, he looked real smooth. It didn't even look like it was forced at all. So now we'll see Booker, who has the ball, bringing it down the court, who will get it past the timeline. This should be a very instant matchup right here. As we'll see Bryant, who has it, one of the leading scorers yesterday for the team yesterday. We'll see Williams, who has it, looking to hand it back off to Booker, and does, as he'll give it to Brown. Brown has it up top, as he'll give it to Marius. Marius has it, he'll give it to Williams. Williams has it up top, he'll give it to Bryant. Bryant looking to go off the screen of Williams. He'll give it to Brown for another 3. That one is missed. So we'll see Abney with that rebound. Abney looking to push the tempo as he get the pass half court. And he'll give it to Adabutu. Adabutu with the little hezzy. He'll bring it back. He'll go with the crossover, going left with it. Loses the ball, but that one will go to the Nighthawks. So now we are scored 3-5. We will see the Nighthawks get the possession of this. And now we'll see Booker, who will look to push the tempo. Really quick players. Yesterday we saw kind of how he changed tempos. We've seen it both days, but yesterday we saw the best example, Joel, of how he can slow down and just push the tempo.
Yeah, he's just a blur. I mean, I said it a million times yesterday. He's really the heart and soul of this team in the way he's able to push tempo and dictate tempo and play at his own pace. And I don't expect anything less from him today.
So now we will see the Nighthawks, who will retain possession of this, and he'll give it to Brown on the inbound as he'll hand it off to Booker. Booker will look to go, take the floater. That one is missed, but he will get his own offensive rebound. There it goes, showing the heart and soul right there. The shortest guy on his team, but plays bigger than what he is. As you saw right there, fights for the offensive rebound. He is only 5'9", 155 pounds, but he does not play like it. But he will get 2 shots at the line as he was fouled right there. So now Jordan Booker looking to go for this first free throw of his. as he looks to take that first shot. That one is made. So now that brings the score 5-4. We will see Jalen Perkins checking in, who is a 6'7" junior forward out of Walker, Louisiana. Previous school was Northeast Mississippi. So now we'll see Booker going for that second free throw as he looks to try to tie this game up here. And that second free throw will be made, brings it a tie ball game. So now we'll see Smith, who has it for the Generals, as he'll look to get it past the half court and finally does. So now see if they can get something going, as we'll see Perkins looking to give him the screen. He'll go left with it. He'll give it to Perkins, and he'll go in between legs. He'll give it to Berry. Berry wide open for the three. He'll take it. That one is missed. We'll see Shamar Brown with that rebound. We'll see Booker, who has it, looking to push the tempo as the Nighthawks get it past half court. So now we'll look to try to go off the screen of Brown, and he'll give it to Bryant. Brown looking for Brown. Gives it to him. So Brown will take the mid-range jumper. That one is missed. So we'll see the fight for the offensive rebound, but that one will go to the Generals. So now we'll see Berry, who will be looking to inbound the ball to Smith, and does. So now we'll see the Generals, who look to get it past the timeline here. So far, we're seeing a different kind of start for the Generals, as yesterday we saw a very quick start where they got out 19-5, where is a difference today where it's 5-5, huh, Joel?
Yeah, I mean, they came out of the gates firing yesterday, and they've had a few opportunities here. As you see the big-time take right there by Adebutu, but I think they're just, taking their time and getting within the flow of their offense in the game and taking what the defense gives them.
So now we'll see Booker for the Nighthawks, who will give it to Brown. As he has it in the short corner, he'll look to back him down. He will give it to Marius for the three. That one made right there. So that's 2 threes made for the Nighthawks. Really quick start so far. They have needed this quick start after yesterday's slow start where they had to kind of fight back into this game. But they are up by 1 now. So we'll see Adebutu, who'll take the step back and take the jumper. That one made right there. He right now is firing off all cylinders just like he was yesterday, really showing how much he is needed on this team. So now we'll see Booker for the Nighthawks, who'll get it past half court, looking to get something going. As he'll look for the cutter, he'll give it to Williams. Williams almost lost possession of it, but he will hand it off to Bryant. Bryant looking to go, and he'll look to drive with it. With the pump fake, he'll give it to Brown. Brown will look to drive. He will give it to Marius. Marius for another three. That one is missed. So that one was tipped out. It will stay with the Nighthawks right here. Score is 9-8. As your Generals are up. So now we will see Thomas, who will look to inbound the ball, and we will be seeing Tim Williamson, who will be checking in for Keon Williams. Tim Williamson is one of the players who really gives a big energy spark for this team off the bench. So now we see Booker, who has the ball, as he'll look to set something up, and we'll see him give it to Bryant. So Bryant with the small jab, as he'll look to make some kind of move, and he does. So he'll give it in the corner to Williamson, but that one is missed. Abney with the rebound. So Abney look to push the tempo, and he'll get it past the timeline. He'll give it to Berry. Berry will look to take the shot with the floater. That one is missed, but they will get the offensive rebound. Jalen Perkins makes that one, so that brings it to an 11-8 lead right there. So yesterday we saw an issue where they played William Carey, as far as Thomas, where they played William Carey, and offensive rebounds was the biggest key, and right now we're seeing it. Do you think that could be another issue if they do not pick it up today? For
sure. If Thomas wants a chance to win this game at all, they've got to keep LSUA off the offensive boards, and that goes for any game, but especially, not wanting to go down 0-3 in these last 3 games. If they want to give themselves a shot to win, they'll keep LSUA off the boards.
So now we see Adebutu will look to work out as he's backing down Booker. He'll give it back up top to Berry. Berry will look to drive, and he'll go for the layup. That one is missed. We did see Jalen Perkins who try to go for the putback dunk, but that was missed as well. So now we'll see Williamson getting it past timeline. He'll give it to Bryant for the Euro step. That one is missed as well. So now we'll see Abney. He'll look to push the tempo, getting it past half court, and he'll just look to drive and lose possession of it, but he'll get it back. He'll give it to Berry. So he'll go for the shot. That one is made. So Berry having a great start to this game. That brings the score 13-10. 14 minutes and 7 seconds left in this first half. So now we'll see Booker, who has it, getting it past half court finally for the Nighthawks. Not a bad start for them so far. He'll give it to Williamson. Williamson has it on the outside. He'll look to go off the screen of Bryant. Bryant looks to roll. He'll give it to Marius. Marius looks to drive. He'll give it. No, that one is stolen by Smith, but that is a foul called on Marius. So that will stay with the Generals. So now we will be seeing Brandon Ellis checking in for the Generals. that guy yesterday, he was one of the players who came off the bench but was lighting it up at all times. He was one of those players where you had to kind of step up on him because he would take that shot anytime. He had limitless range.
Yeah, Ellis is a player that plays with a lot of confidence, and we saw that in the game yesterday. It really gave LSUA a spark off the bench and was a big reason why they were able to pull out that win.
So now we will see Barry who has it. Smith up top with it as he'll look for Adabutu, but he'll keep it possession of it, and he'll give it in the corner to Ellis. Ellis with the 3. So he'll continue his hot streak coming from yesterday. So that's another 3 made. 16-10 is your score. So now Thomas looking for a possession where they can come up with something that it won't be empty-handed. We'll see Marius who has it for the Nighthawks. He will give it, but that one is a turnover. So now we'll see Barry who has it. So far been empty-handed on possessions, but he'll give it out to Adabutu for the 3. That one is missed. So we will see Marius who had that rebound. So Booker will bring the ball down the court as they'll try to look for something. They've been empty-handed on these last few possessions right here. So Booker has it, looking for the crossover, and he'll look to drive. He'll split it, and he'll go for the layup. That one is missed. Great take, just cannot finish that one. So now see Jalen Perkins looking to push tempo. He'll give it to Casey Smith. Smith has it. He'll lose possession of it. So now we'll see Booker who'll look to try to finish. And that one is missed, and that one is called a foul right there.
Looks like that might have been a makeup call from the previous one. I actually thought Booker got fouled on the last possession, but it looks like that may have been a makeup call there.
It definitely looked like he got fouled on that one. But they did make up for it, so we will be seeing 2 subs come in, as we will be seeing Munson checking in, and we will be seeing Deshaun Ellis for the Generals who will be checking in. And also who will be checking in, we'll be seeing Toriano Lewis checking in for the Nighthawks. Also, we will be seeing Morrow who will be checking in as well. So now that first free throw was made, so that brings the score 16-11, 12 minutes and 39 seconds left. So now we'll see him go for that second free throw. So now Booker looking to go for that second free throw. He is one of the leading scorers on his team. Actually is the leading scorer with 16.8. So that second free throw was made, brings the score to 16-12. So now we'll see Munson who has the ball getting it past half court finally for the Generals. So he'll give it to Ellis. Ellis will look to drive left, and he'll give it out to Munson, give it out to Adabutu. Adabutu going behind his back. But that one almost stolen, but Munson keeps possession of it. So now he'll look to drive. He'll give it to Adabutu. Adabutu with the jab as he'll look to clear it out. And he'll go left with it, with the step back, pump fake, takes the shot. That one is missed. Deshaun Ellis with offensive rebound and one. Brings the score 18-12, could possibly bring it to 19-12 if he makes these free throws. So right there, another example of giving up an offensive rebound, which right now has really been killing them. So really kind of a slow start as far as getting those defensive boards for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, I mean, that's just effort. I mean, if Thomas wants to give themselves a chance to win this game, they have to keep LSUA off the offensive boards. And right there we saw Ellis, I mean, didn't even really have to work for it on the weak side. Nobody boxed him out. He caught the rebound. He, laid it up and got the and one. So that's definitely got to be a point of emphasis for Thomas going forward if they want a shot at this one.
And as a coach, there's certain things that coaches can coach. You can coach, probably boxing out better, but you cannot coach effort, correct?
Yeah, I mean, boxing out it's a want to. It's what I call a want to. I mean, you have to want to make those winning plays, and there's only so much a coach can do, as far as telling his team to box, the opposing team out. You got to want to do that, and you just have to go do it.
So now we'll see Ellis for the Generals. He'll give it in the corner to Munson for 3. That one is made. So right now they cannot be stopped from behind the arc. So that brings it to a 10-point game with 22-12, 11 minutes and 32 seconds left. We'll see Williamson who has the ball. And that one will be called a timeout as the Generals are firing off all cylinders so far. What has gotten the Generals in this 10-point lead?
Well, I mean, they hit a few shots early, and then they kind of went on a dry spell there, but they were able to get a few offensive rebounds and, some second shots at it and convert on those. And now once you see the ball go through the hoop, a few times, you're able to build some confidence, and now you see the whole team starting to build off of that and, make some shots. So dangerous place to be right now for Thomas. You got to try to weather this storm. That's why you saw their coach call a timeout and try to kill some of this momentum.
And another dangerous thing for the Generals is when they're firing like this and they're on, that can be like, that's what we talked about yesterday. When LSUA is on, they're on. And then what I recognized when they played Kaj yesterday, when they was making their shots, they come back on defensive end and they're closing all the gaps, which could be dangerous because that is what the Nighthawks really like to do. They look to drive more than they like to shoot because sometimes when the shots aren't falling, especially yesterday when they had to get back in the game, they had to draw a lot of fouls. So it could be very interesting to see how this kind of goes. But now we will see the Nighthawks who will have possession of this as they will look to inbound. As Williamson will look to inbound. So he'll give it to Lewis as Lewis has it. So now he'll look to try to get to Booker. Booker now has it. So Booker will give it to Williamson. Williamson looking for the three, but decided not to take it. He'll look to drive instead. Try to dish it to Brown, but lost possession of it. That is a turnover. So now we'll see Munson, who was fouled by Booker. So now the Generals will keep possession of it. We will see Williams for the Nighthawks, who will be checking in. But that one will be immediate timeout. And as they take that timeout, we will take this timeout as well here with Faulkner Sports Network.
A&P Automotive is family owned and in the same location since 1985. We strive to be your one-stop shop for all your auto needs. You don't have to spend big money for a nice car. Our prices start at $3,995. We have several lenders and in-house financing available. Visit us online at anpautomotive.com.
All right, and here we are back from the break where the Generals are up 22-12, 11 minutes and 15 seconds left. We will see Adebutu, who will be looking to inbound the ball for the Generals, and he'll give it to Ellis. So Ellis will look to go right with it, and he'll give it to Munson for three. That one made again, so there you go, 25-12. Like you said, this could be a dangerous spot for the Nighthawks, as when they're firing off all cylinders, especially with their shooting, it can be really dangerous. So now we'll see Booker, who has it for the Nighthawks, and he'll look to go for the back door, but that one covered very well by Nashawn Ellis. So now we'll see Williams, who has it. He'll give it to Williamson. Williamson will take the deep three. That one is missed. So now we'll see Munson looking to push the tempo, getting it past the timeline. He'll give it to Adebutu. Wide open for the three. That one is missed. So now we'll see the Nighthawks, who will retain possession of it. Your score is 25-12. And we will see Dustin Roy, who will be checking in for the Generals. He'll be checking in for Adebutu. So far, Jordan Adebutu having a 7-point game. Great start to this game for him. We will see Tim Williamson, who will be bringing the ball down for the Nighthawks as he gets it past half court, as he looks for Morrow, but he'll give it to Lewis. So Lewis has it. He'll give it to Booker. He'll give it to Williamson. Williamson will look to drive. He'll give it to Williams. Williams for three. That one made right there, so that brings the score 25-15 with 10 minutes and 13 seconds left. So we'll see Brandon Ellis getting it past half court, taking a stop and pop. That one missed. So we'll see Booker, who has the rebound, and he'll look to push the tempo as he always does. He'll give it to Williamson. So now Williamson will look to make a move. Nashawn Ellis on him. That one is called a foul right there. So now we will see the Nighthawks who retain possession of it. There is 10 minutes left in this first half. We will be seeing Trent Bryant checking back in for Williams. So now, with that last made three, we could probably be seeing the Nighthawks who will look to try to make a run and try to get back in this game, huh, Joel?
Well, I think the thing is important for them when you're trying to come back, not to settle for too many outside shots. I mean, obviously you want to take the open ones, but you still want to continue to be aggressive, run your offense. We see another three there by LSU-Alexandria. They're really playing with confidence and starting to hit some shots now, and you see it translate on the defensive end. But it's important for Thomas right now to continue to execute their offense, continue to be aggressive, not settle for jumpers, take the open ones, and not, not get in panic mode right here.
So now we do see Williamson has the ball, and that one is turned over right there. So another turnover right now. That is been an issue for them, as he'll give it to Nashawn Ellis for the slam dunk. Brings it to a 15-point game, 32-15. So now we see Booker, who has the ball, as he'll look to slow it down for the Nighthawks, as right now they cannot be stopped. as far as on the defensive or offensive end. But that one called an illegal screen, so another turnover for the Nighthawks right there.
Starting to see the turnovers come in bunches, and that's been the story for Thomas this entire weekend. You know, that's something they've got to cut down on, and you just got to cut down on the what we call the brain dead ones, the ones that you can control, and we starting to see those kind of climb up here.
And that was another thing you mentioned yesterday, said if they cut down those turnovers, it looks like a different game each game. And right now that's what we're seeing. If they cut down the turnovers, this is a different team, as that one was called a foul right there. So that will stay with the Generals. 30-15 is your score. Generals are up. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left. We will be seeing Daniel Marius, who will be looking to check in for the Nighthawks. And Brandon Ellis will be looking to inbound for the Generals. So now we'll see what he can look for. As he'll give it to Munson. Munson having a great day off the bench so far. He'll give it to Nashawn Ellis. He'll give it to Brandon Ellis. So now Ellis up top has it. He'll give it to Roy. Roy looking for Nashawn Ellis. Gives it to him. He'll give it to Brandon Ellis. Brandon Ellis looking to drive. But that one is called a travel. So now the Nighthawks will retain possession of that. And now we will see Lewis, who will look to inbound the ball to Booker. So now Booker will look to get something going, pushing the tempo, getting it to Morrow past half court. He'll take the mid-range jumper. That one is missed. We'll see Williamson with the offensive rebound. He'll give it to Morrow up top. He'll give it to Lewis. He'll give it to Booker. As he'll try to look for Williamson, but that is another turnover. That's adding up for them. So now we'll see the Generals who go for the alley-oop. That one made right there. Brings the score 32-25. So far, turnovers have been the biggest issue for the Nighthawks. They have got to get a possession where they're not empty-handed here. So now we'll see Williamson, who will look to drive right with it as he'll try to give it. But that one almost turned over again. But we'll see Booker with the finish. That one missed. We'll see Williamson with offensive rebound, and he draws the foul. That will give him 2 shots at the line right here. So, like you said, really they don't want to settle for jumpers. And we saw them where they got a quick possession, but it was more of like a one-and-done kind of shot where he got in the mid-range. Mid-range are usually not bad shots, but that one was more – they could have moved the ball a little bit more. What do you think?
Well, obviously, I think the point of emphasis for them right now is just, like I said, to continue to be aggressive, not settle for too many jumpers. Obviously, you want to take the open ones. But they got to be aggressive here, take the ball to the basket. And, if they're able to draw a little contact out of that, you want to do that for sure. But just got to trust your process and run your offense and, climb back into this game. But the biggest thing for them right now is just protecting the ball.
So now we will see him make that second free throw. That brings the score 32-16. So now we'll see Munson, who has the ball, as he will look to get it past the timeline. He will give it to Ellis. So now Ellis has it to Nashawn Ellis. Nashawn Ellis for the 3. That one is missed. So now we'll see Morrow with the rebound, as he'll look to push it. We did see Jones, who checked in for Booker. So now we'll see Williamson, who has it. As he'll get with the jab, but he'll give it to Marius. Marius takes the 3. That one is missed. So that was a push in the back right there. Referee did make that call. Roy made that rebound. So we will see Bryant, who will be checking in for the Generals, as he'll check in for Brandon Ellis. As the score is 32-16, 7 minutes and 36 seconds left. We will see Munson, who has the ball for the Generals, who will look to get it past half court and finally does. As the Nighthawks are looking to get some kind of stop. As Brian has it, he'll give it to Barry, who also checked back in for the Generals. He'll give it to Munson. He'll give it to Roy. Roy will take the 3. That one made right there. They cannot be stopped from behind the arc. And that one was a deep 3 as well, too. So now we'll see Jones, who has it, as he'll look to get it past half court for the Nighthawks. As he'll look to drive, he'll give it to Morrow. He'll go between the legs. He'll give it on the handoff to Jones. Jones with the crossover. He'll give it to Williamson. Williamson will look to drive, and that one missed right there. So now we'll see Nashawn Ellis, who has that rebound, as he'll give it to Munson. Munson will look to drive, go for the floater. That one is missed. So now we'll see Jones with it, and they'll look on the fast break, and he'll look to finish. That one made right there. Brings the score 35-18. So now we'll see Brian, who has it. They're looking to push tempo. Nashawn Ellis has it past half court. He'll give it to Dustin Roy for another deep 3. That one missed. So now we'll see Williamson, who has it for the Nighthawks, as he'll get it past half court for them, as they're looking for something, as the score is 35-18 with 6 minutes and 24 seconds left. We will see the slam dunk. Way to take off by Mays right there, showing all kinds of explosion. So now we'll see Roy with the crossover. He will give it to Bryant, but he'll decide not to take the 3. He'll go for the smooth layup right there. Now that is something called, that is a lot of body control right there. Takes a lot of concentration. How can you stop something like that, Joel?
Well, I mean, it's easy when, Thomas is really struggling on the defensive end right now. They're not really rotating. They're not really communicating. They're struggling on all, aspects of the defense, and LSUA is just doing a good job of taking advantage of what they're being given. You saw the baseline drive there by Bryant, and he did what he was supposed to do, ripped through, drove baseline, and made a tough finish.
So that one missed by Deshaun Ellis right there. Great take, just cannot finish that one. So we'll see Morrow who has it as he'll give it to Jones. But that one, another steal. So now Ellis has that one. They'll slow the tempo down as Bryant has it. Getting it past half court so far. So he'll look to try to get the screen off Barry, and he will take it. So now we'll see Barry on the roll as he'll look to pass it out to Roy. Roy will give in the corner to Munson. Munson takes the three. That one is blocked. So now we'll see the Nighthawks who will get possession of it, as we will see Marius who will look to finish, and he'll go for the floater, but that one called a charge. Way to sacrifice the body by Dustin Roy, sophomore guard out of Pineville, Louisiana. And that one is called a timeout. There will be a media timeout right there. So the score is 37-20. What is it that got the Generals into the 17-point lead here?
Well, it's amazing what happens to your team confidence when you start hitting a few shots. We saw they're 6 for 11 from three right now, really playing with a lot of confidence. Thomas is not playing great defensively right now at all, and I think LSUA is doing a great job of what we call keeping their foot on the gas pedal and just really being aggressive and taking it to them. And they're like, hey, if you're not going to stop us, we're going to continue to execute offensively and take what you give us. And I just think they're taking what they're being given right now.
So with that small break, we will also take us a break as well here with Faulkner Sports Network.
My name is Mikey Peavy. I'm the third generation here at A&P Auto. Looking for a good used pickup truck? We got them. A good used car? We got them. A good SUV? We got them. Come see us at A&P Automotive today.
And so now we are out of that timeout as the Generals are up 37-20. We did see Jordan Booker check in along with Trent Bryant, along with Shamar Brown. So now we will see Bryant for the Generals, who will get it past half court, as they'll keep that same group out here. As Brown will look to go off that screen, but that one tipped out, but it will stay with the Generals here. So Rodney Munson so far, 11 points off the bench. You cannot be mad at somebody who comes off the bench and gives that kind of firepower. So now we see Bryant, who has that one tipped out. Great hustle by Booker, but that one does stay with the Generals. So, like, that's another example showing why he is the heart and soul of the team, as he tips it out, dives for the ball, doesn't get it, but that's a great example of, like, look, we're down, but we can still play. There's a lot of basketball left as Brian has it. So now Brian looking to go left with it, and he'll look to just try to drive. That one is missed, but that one will be called a foul, so he will get 2 shots at the line here. So now see Brian who will look to take these 2 free throws. He is a sophomore guard out of Fort Polk, Louisiana. As he looks to take this first free throw, that one is missed right there, so that will give him 1 more free throw to try to make this an 18-point game. As he'll take that second free throw. That one missed as well, but that will go to the Nighthawks, so the score does stay 37-20, 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in this first half. So now we'll see Bryant, who will look to inbound the ball to Booker. Booker look to push that tempo and get it past half court, and does. So now he'll look to go left with it, and he'll spin, but that one is called a reach in. So now that will stay with the Nighthawks right here. And now we'll see Adabutu, who will be checking in for Munson. Munson giving a great boost off the bench with 11 points here. So now we'll see what the Nighthawks can do as they'll inbound it. Lewis has it, as Dustin Roy is providing some pressure on him on the defensive end. And now we'll see Lewis with the spin, and he'll look to try to give it to Brown. So great defense by Dustin Roy to force him to make a bad pass. As we saw right there, great fundamentals, sliding the feet and just beating him to the spot. So now we'll see Bryant for the Generals, who look to spin and go for the layup. That one is missed. Samar Brown with the rebound. So now we'll see Booker, who look to push tempo, getting it past half court, as he will give it to Lewis. Lewis will give it to Williamson. As he'll give it to Brown, he'll give it to Lewis. Lewis will take the three. That one is missed. So now see Adebutu with that rebound. So now we'll get it past half court as he'll look to push tempo, and he'll just look to drive as he'll get it out to Bryant. But he was out of bounds, so that is a turnover. So now we'll see Casey Smith checking in for the Generals, as your score right now is 37-20. Bryant will be checking out. 3 minutes and 54 seconds left. We will see Mays, who will be checking in for Lewis for the Nighthawks. So now we'll see Trent Bryant, who will look to inbound the ball to Booker, as they'll try to look for some kind of spark on this offensive end. Not really getting everything they really want. So now we'll see Trent Brown, who has the ball, as he'll get it in the corner to Williamson. Williamson looking to drive, as he'll give it into Trent Bryant. Trent Bryant stripped, though, so that is another turnover. So now Dustin Rory showing the speed, and he'll look to finish. That one made right there brings the score 39-20. So as when they steal the ball, they'll look to run. So now we'll see Jordan Booker, who has it. But that one is called a foul on Casey Smith right there. So now we'll see the Nighthawks, who will go to the line for the 1-and-1, as we'll see Morrow, who will be looking to check in for Williamson. So now Jordan Booker, who right now has 4 points for the Nighthawks, looking to go for this first free throw and possibly go for a second. As he'll look to take this free throw. That one missed right there, so now we'll see them lose possession of it. So that means the Nighthawks will get the ball back in hopes of getting something from this possession right here, as we will see Booker, who will be looking to inbound the ball for the Nighthawks. And he'll give it to Morrow on the inbound, as he'll try to look for Shamar Brown, but he'll give it back to Booker. So now Booker has it, looking for someone. He'll look to try to go off the screen of Brown, but he'll give it to Morrow. Morrow thinking about the three, decided not to take it, looks to drive. But the defense and the hustle by the Generals are really showing. He'll take that shot. That one is missed. That one is called a foul as well. So now we'll see Morrow, who will look to get 2 shots at the line. Your score is 39-20. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in this first half. As Trey Morrow is a senior guard out of Atlanta, Georgia, who will be looking to take these 2 shots at the line. He'll look to take this first shot here, as that first shot is missed. So now we'll see him take another free throw, as they are still down by 19. So now we'll see if he can make this second free throw. That one missed as well, so Joe Lewis gets that rebound. So now we'll see the Generals bring the ball past half court, as Casey Smith has it. As we'll see what they can get, as he'll give it to Dustin Roy. Dustin Roy looking for Adebutu, and he'll give it to him. Jordan Booker looking to provide some pressure on him. Real shifty. But that one is made right there. So smooth with it. That brings the score 41-20. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. He'll get it past half court. Trey Morrow looking for something. He'll give it to Shamar Brown at the high post. But he will look to give it to Morrow. Morrow look to drive. And that one is missed. So now we'll see Barry with that rebound for the Generals, as they'll look to push tempo and give it to Dustin Roy. Dustin Roy will look to finish. That one smooth floater right there brings the score 43-20. So for the Generals, they're just off running, and really for Thomas, they just can't seem to get any stops.
Well, I think Roy has been a bright spot for them off the bench. You see he's come in and instantly made plays on both sides of the ball. He's really been a bright spot for this LSUA team.
So now we'll see Mays with that shot. That one missed right there, so we'll see Casey Smith getting it past half court. He'll give it to Roy. Roy for 3. That one missed, but we will see Joe Lewis, who will get that offensive rebound, as he will get it out to Smith. But that one is saved, so that one will stay with the Generals. So now we'll see Smith, who has it. He'll give it Adebutu. Adebutu will take the 3. That one missed right there. So we'll see Barry with the offensive rebound. But that one is called a blocking foul, as we saw Morrow, who kind of took a shot right there, as he's kind of slow to get up. Hopefully he will be okay. And we will be seeing Williamson and Lewis, who will be checking in for the Nighthawks. We will take us a small break. Hopefully he'll get up.
I don't know if there's anything I like better than good barbecue. Full Moon has the best barbecue and best smoked wings in town, and those onion rings are out of this world. Go by after the game and use your ticket for a buy one get one free barbecue sandwich. Say hi to Chris in person at 7660 East Chase Parkway or give him a call at 334-676-5999.
Free throws, and we will see Jalen Perkins checking in for Joe Lewis, where it is a 1-and-1. So now we'll see him take this first free throw, hopefully to get a second one. As he'll take this free throw. That one is made, so he'll get one more at the line. Brings the score 44-20, a minute and 38 seconds left in this first half. As he'll look to take the second free throw. That one made as well. Brings the score 45-20. So now we will see Williamson, who has the ball, getting it past half court for the Nighthawks. As he'll look to go right with it. Looking for Lewis. Lewis will take the three. That one made right there. Brings the score 45-23. So now we'll see Smith, who has the ball for the Generals, who look to drive right with it, and he'll give it to Roy. Roy almost lost possession of it, but does keep it, so he'll give it to Jalen Perkins up top. As he'll look to drive right with it, bring it back out. He'll give it to Barry. Barry takes the pump fake, takes the mid-range jumper. That one made right there. He has a smooth jumper on him. Had the Dirk Nowinski fade away earlier and then takes that smooth mid-range J right there. So great shot by him. Brings the score 47-23. So now the Nighthawks has it. Shamar Brown has it. He'll give it to Lewis. He will give it to Brown in the post. He'll look to work. That one blocked by Jalen Perkins right there. So Adabutu has it. Looking to push the tempo. He will give it to Barry. Barry takes a three. That one made right there. Brings the score 50-23 in this first half. Could you ask for a better first half by the Generals so far?
Offensively, I mean, they're hitting on all cylinders now. They've really caught their stride. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They're getting out and running, pushing the ball in the open floor. And guys are just hitting shots, and sometimes it just comes down to, hitting shots. And, I mean, when you're hitting everything like they are, I mean, they're shooting 54% from the field right now. They're just playing with a lot of confidence they can't miss.
So now we will see Booker, who has the ball. He'll give it to Brown. As Shamar Brown, there's 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Williamson has to get a shot off, and he will take the three. That one is made. Brings the score 26-50. So now that brings the end of the first half, 50-26. Your Generals had a great first half on the defensive end and offensive end. What can the Nighthawks do going into the second half to bring this to a closer game, possibly?
Well, as a coach, you go into the locker room and you tell your guys, I don't know if we could have played a worse half of basketball. I mean, we're not shooting it well from the floor, not shooting it well from three. We're not getting stops. We're really not doing much of anything well right now. So you take the approach of it's a new half. We got 20 minutes left in this game. What's happened has happened, but if we want a shot to try to come back and make this a game, we have to start from square one. We have to, and it starts on the defensive end. We have to dig in and get stops. We have to keep LSUA off the offensive boards. And when we get stops, we got to push that ball in transition and execute our offense. But it's going to come down to defense for them because right now they're struggling on the defensive end.
So now we will see if they can come out in the second half as a new team possibly. But with this being halftime, we will take us a break as well. I am Deshaun Bullock with Joel Harrison here with Faulkner Sports Network.
I don't know if there's anything I like better than good barbecue. Full Moon has the best barbecue and best smoked wings in town, and those onion rings are out of this world. Go by after the game and use your ticket for a buy one get one free barbecue sandwich. Say hi to Chris in person at 7660 East Chase Parkway or give him a call at 334-676-5999.
Connections matter now more than ever. At Guardian Credit Union, we live to make connections, to provide hope, to strengthen our communities, to create stronger financial future. These connections happen in our credit union, in serving our communities, and even in the small moments of sharing a bench with a neighbor. Connect to your goals. Connect to your community. Connect with Guardian.
the corners of this house and be the lintel blessed. Bless the hearth and every board and each place of rest, and every door that opens wide to stranger as to kin, and every crystal window pane that lets the starlight in. At home, I'm going home for solace and safety, home where the world will not break me, home. Never forsake me, take me home.
Hi, I'm Hannah Sager. As a three-time NAIA All-American golfer, I've been lucky enough to play some of the best courses around. I can hardly think of any that are more challenging or more enjoyable than the three courses at Robert Trent Jones Capitol Hill in Prattville. Whether you're looking for a nice afternoon of golf with friends or you want to put your game to the test on the judge, RTJ Capitol Hill is great for every golfer. From the fairways to the greens to that majestic first tee box of the judge that overlooks the Alabama River with downtown Montgomery as the backdrop, RTJ Capitol Hill is what golf is all about. Being outside, enjoying the scenery, growing friendships, challenging yourself. Right now, you can save big on greens fees with the RTJ Trail Card. Purchase yours at rtjgolf.com/trail card or by going to the Pro Shop. Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail at Capitol Hill. There's always something to look forward to on the next hole.
P Automotive is family owned and in the same location since 1985. We strive to be your one-stop shop for all your auto needs. You don't have to spend big money for a nice car. Our prices start at $3,995. We have several lenders and in-house financing available. Visit us online at anpautomotive.com.
Did you know that 100% of Faulkner's computer science graduates
since 2014 have found jobs
in their fields within 6 months of graduating?
It's a great time to be a computer scientist. Everyone is walking around with a computer in their pocket in the form of a smartphone, and it takes software developers to make those things work.
I built church websites, and through the training and instruction that I received from Faulkner, I was able to go right into my career after graduation.
It laid a solid foundation for what you need to know.
I'm getting a lot of hands-on experience within my field, and also they're just giving me a wide variety of options of things that I might want to pursue in the future.
In the state of Alabama alone, there are over 4,000 tech-related jobs available. And the preparation that you receive at Faulkner University will allow you to go to work almost anywhere as a software developer. It's a great time to be a Faulkner Eagle, and it's a great time to be a computer scientist. I hope you'll come and join us.
My name is Mikey Peavy. I'm the third generation here at A&P Auto. Looking for a good used pickup truck? We got them. A good used car? We got them. A good SUV? We got them. Come see us at A&P Automotive today.
Action! I would say the best thing about Faulkner is the family atmosphere, because they always come out to all of our volleyball games, and they came out this past season at Mobile and we swept them.
Everyone here is so nice, and I'm just so happy I get to be part of the Faulkner family.
So some of my best memories at Faulkner happened while I was in my social club Phi Lambda. I luckily got to be in a leadership position, and it really helped me to make some of the best friends that I have in the world, and I got to do a lot of things with student life and get involved. And so some of the best advice I can give is to go to everything, have a good time, find your people.
One of the best things I love about Faulkner is the wholesome environment around campus. When you first walk through those gates in the front, you just feel the warm, welcoming environment, and just everybody loves Jesus, and it's just perfect.
Faulkner is a great place to grow academically and spiritually. I got an opportunity this summer to work at Maywood Christian Camp for a whole month, and it was the most awesome opportunity that I've ever had. So Faulkner's the best.
So we had this awesome time. SGA decided to kind of take all the students out and go see Avengers Endgame in a movie theater. And they rented out 2 whole movie theaters just for students for Faulkner. And we watched Endgame and we all laughed, we all cried. It was awesome, one of my favorite experiences. And it was probably the best experience that I had.
My sophomore and junior years, or junior and senior, I can't remember. I was a mentor for the freshmen when they first came in, and it was really an awesome opportunity to get to meet new friends and really welcome in the new freshmen. And it really helped me grow in leadership and love Faulkner more.
Jamboree, all the late nights, just staying up with your friends and everything, just making awesome memories, and the feeling of doing it and winning it is the best feeling ever.
At Faulkner University, you can get your MS degree and your MRS degree.
This one time, this past semester, I was just kind of getting really overwhelmed with like classes and everything, and I had a professor come up to me and say like, hey, you know, is everything okay? And we just started talking, and he helped me out so much and ended up praying over me, and it just made me feel so good and just reassured like why had I picked Faulkner.
I don't know if there's anything I like better than good barbecue. Full Moon has the best barbecue and best smoked wings in town, and those onion rings are out of this world. Go by after the game and use your ticket for a buy one get one free barbecue sandwich. Say hi to Chris in person at 7660 East Chase Parkway, or give him a call at 334-676-5999.
Connections matter now more than ever. At Guardian Credit Union, we live to make connections, to provide hope, to strengthen our communities, to create stronger financial future. These connections happen in our credit union, in serving our communities, and even in the small moments of sharing a bench with a neighbor. Connect to your goals. Connect to your community. Connect with Guardian.
P Automotive is family owned and in the same location since 1985. We strive to be your one-stop shop for all your auto needs. You don't have to spend big money for a nice car. Our prices start at $3,995. We have several lenders and in-house financing available. Visit us online at anpautomotive.com.
And here we are for the start of this second half. Your score is 50-26. LSUA Generals are up and was on fire that first half. So now we will see Thomas, who have to come in the second half, really needs to look like a different team. What do you think we can see from Thomas that could really help them out in the second half?
It's got to start on the defensive end. I mean, obviously we saw at the end of that first half, LSUA really caught fire and, you know, was literally making everything it seemed like they were throwing up. So it's going to start on the defensive end for Thomas. You just go back to square one, you know, go back to your original game plan, you know, focus on getting one stop at a time. You're not going to be able to cover this deficit in all in one possession. You just want to focus on getting one stop at a time, and obviously you see the strong take there by Shamar Brown. So it's going to take the one possession at a time approach to climb back in this game.
So now we'll see Adabutu has the ball for the Generals. He'll pass it to Barry. Barry having an 11-point game so far. He'll give it to Smith, as Smith will look to drive. But that one is stolen by Booker. Really quick hands right there. And we'll see Maris, who will look to finish. That one is missed. Offensive rebound is by the Nighthawks. He'll get that second shot opportunity. That one missed. Gets offensive rebound again. That one made. Brings the score 50-30. So now we will see the Generals who have possession of it as they'll look to push it, and they'll go for the alley-oop. That one is missed. So now we'll see Jordan Booker fighting for possession of it, as that one will stay with the Generals. So now we will see Casey Smith, who will be looking to inbound the ball for the Generals. And so now we'll see Smith, who looks to inbound. He'll give it to Adabutu. Adabutu will look to drive, go behind his back. He'll give it to Smith. Smith with the pump fake, takes the mid-range jumper. That one made right there, brings the score 52-30. So now we will see the Nighthawks, who have possession of it, who will look to get the ball past half court and does. He'll give it to Trent Bryant. Trent Bryant goes off the screen to Shamar Brown. He'll give it to Booker. So Booker will looking for something. He will give it to Bryant. He'll give it to Marius. He'll give it to Shamar Brown. Shamar Brown has it. He'll give it to Williams. So he'll look to drive left with it as Booker has it, lose possession of it, but he will pass it out to Marius for the three. That one is missed. We'll see Joe Lewis with that rebound as they'll look to push the tempo. And he will give it to Barry. He will give it to Smith. And he'll give it to Adabutu for the extra pass in the corner. That one made right there. Great ball movement by the Generals to get that extra pass and get that great shot. 55-30 is your score. 18 minutes and 5 seconds left. So now we will see Trent Brown, who has it. He'll give it to Marius, looking for Williams, but he'll look to drive instead, go behind his back. And he will give it to Brown. Brown will look to drive for the great smooth take. brings the score 55-32. So now we'll see Casey Smith who has it. He'll give it to Abney. Abney gives it back to Smith. As Smith has it up top. And he'll give it to Adabutu. Adabutu will look to drive, goes for the floater. That one missed. So we'll see Shamar Brown who has that rebound. He will give it to Booker. Booker looks to get it past half court, finally does, and he'll give it to Williams in the corner as he will give it to Brown. Brown will look to drive with the crossover. He'll look to go and finish with the shot. That one in and out, but that one is missed. So now we'll see Abney with that rebound. He'll look to push tempo, getting it past half court. He'll get it in the corner to Berry. He'll give it to Adabutu. Adabutu will look to drive as he'll get it to Smith. Smith takes the three. That one made right there brings the score 58-32. So now Trent Bryan has it as they'll look to get it past half court. So far for the Generals, they're still making their shots. They cannot be stopped as far as that. And really it just comes with the Nighthawks getting those stops, right, Joel?
I mean, that's all for them right now. It's all defensive end. And right now it's about heart. I mean, obviously you're down big and, it's still a lot of time in this game to climb back. But, I mean, it's about pride and heart right now. And, as a coach, I'm challenging my team. Okay, we're down big, but who's going to step up and take this personal and really, fight and claw to try to give us a chance to come back and win this game? Because this game is not over.
Exactly.
The deficit is pretty steep, but, I mean, it's still 16-37 and a lot of time in this game.
So now we will see the Generals who do get the possession of it, and we'll see Adabutu who look to inbound the ball. We did see Tim Williamson for the Nighthawks check in, and we will see Casey Smith who has the ball as he'll look to go off the screen of Berry. As he looks to drive, he'll go for the spin. He'll give it to Adabutu. Adabutu takes the jumper. That one made right there, so he continues his hot streak. So that brings the score at 60-35 as Booker gets it past half court. As he'll look for Williamson, he'll give it to him. He'll give it to Shamar Brown. Shamar Brown with the jab as he'll look to spin. And he'll look to take the shot. He'll give it to Williams. He'll give it to Booker as he'll give it to Shamar Brown for the three. That one missed. We'll see Tim Williamson with that offensive rebound, and he makes it. Brings the score 60-37 now as Smith has it. As he'll look to get it past half court, and does. So now, as he'll look to get something going, we'll see Abney get the ball now. As he'll look for Adabutu in the post. Adabutu will look to work out. And that one called a travel right there. So now we will see Brandon Ellis for the Generals who will be checking in for Abney, and we will see Toriano Lewis checking in, and we'll also see Munson for the Generals checking in as he came off the bench in the first half and had 11 points. So now we'll see what he can do in the second half that could possibly get this Generals moving even further. So now we'll see Jordan Booker for the Nighthawks who has the ball, getting it past half court as he'll look to get it to Williamson. Williamson will look to go off the screen as he'll look to drive, and he'll go for the layup. That one's smooth but missed, but Williams gets off his rebound, and one brings the score now to 60-39. He will go to the line for one more shot to possibly make this a 20-point game. So now he'll look to take this free throw here. And that one is missed. So now Jalen Perkins with that rebound. So now we'll see Casey Smith who has it. He'll give it to Berry. Berry loses possession of it, and that one is stolen. So now Jordan Booker on the push, and that one blocked by Berry right there. Way to hustle and way not to give up those 2 points. So now we will see Jalen Perkins who has the ball for the Generals as he'll give it to Casey Smith up top. So now he'll give it to Munson as Munson looks to pop out, and he does as he'll go for the crossover. He'll give it to Berry, loses possession of it, and that one is another turnover right there. So now we'll see the Nighthawks who get possession of it as they'll look to try to move out and go move fast with it. As he will give it to Shamar Brown in the post, and that one is missed. So now we'll see Brandon Ellis with the rebounds. He looks to push the tempo for the Generals, and he'll look to finish. That one is missed. So now we'll see him get the offensive rebound. We'll see him give it to Casey Smith for the three. That one missed. We'll see Jordan Booker with that rebound. So now the Nighthawks looking to push it. We'll see Williamson who has it. As he'll look to go off the screen of Brown. Brown looks to roll in the post. He'll give it. No, Javon Berry with that long length of his gets that steal. So now he'll look to push it, and he'll go to smooth hop step. That one made right there brings the score 62-39. So now we'll see Jordan Booker who has it as they look to call that timeout. Score is 62-39, 14 minutes and 21 seconds left. What is it that the Generals are doing to keep this lead right now? Just keep pushing.
Just continue to be aggressive. I mean, for them right now, it's just a matter of, protecting the ball and executing. You saw a few careless turnovers there by LSUA. They let a few of those get away from them. But, they continue, they got an offensive focus right now. They're really being aggressive, taking what the defense gives them. They're taking good shots and, when they're getting steals, they're getting on the transition and pushing the basketball.
So now we'll see, coming out of this timeout, what kind of team we will see. And we do not see any changes as far as subs for both teams. So now we'll see the Nighthawks who have possession of it, as Lewis will look to inbound it for the Nighthawks, as he'll give it to Booker. So now Booker has it, as they'll look to get something going, as they've had a few empty possessions. As he'll give it to Williams, he'll give it to Lewis. Lewis will take the pump fake, but he'll give it back up top as they are in that 2-3 zone. So now he'll pass it out to Williamson. Williamson with the pump fake. He'll drive it. That one turned over right there. So another careless turnover, which has really cost this team most of the game so far. And right there, that's just great. That's just great discipline by the Generals, being in that 2-3, really rotating, communicating. What more can you ask for in that 2-3 for Thomas, as they can try to move the ball and get great shots?
Thomas, you see there with another turnover. LSUA did a good job, switching the defense up and giving them a different look, with Thomas just being careless with the ball right there.
So now we'll see Munson has it. He'll give it to Berry. He'll give it to Smith, as he'll look for Brandon Ellis, and he'll give it to him. As he'll look to drive, he'll give it out to Munson in the corner, as he'll look to drive. But that one is stolen by Booker, and that one is called a foul on Munson. So Jordan Booker is just so quick when it comes to getting that ball, as now the Nighthawks will now have possession of it, as Trent Bryant will look to inbound the ball for the Nighthawks. So now Booker has it, as he'll get it past half court. And so now we'll see him go back into a man look. And so now Booker has it up top, as he'll look to give it to Shamar Brown, but that one is stolen by Jalen Perkins. So now see Brandon Ellis get it past half court with the behind-the-back pass, as we'll see him look to drive. But Munson gets the ball, and he'll take the floater. That one is missed. So now see Shamar Brown with that rebound. So we'll see Williamson looking to bring the ball down the court now, as he'll look to get it past half court, and finally does, as he'll give it to Brown, and looks to hand it off to Booker, and does. So now we'll see him give it to Trent Brown in the corner, as he'll give it to Lewis, who will give it to Booker. Booker will take the three. That one is made. So now that brings the score 62-42. 12 minutes and 54 seconds left in this game. So now we will see Brandon Ellis, who will bring the ball down the court for the Generals, as they'll look to get something going. As he'll look to go off the screen of Berry, and does, and he'll look for Smith in the corner for the shot. That one is missed. So now we'll see Brown with that rebound. We'll see Booker, who will look to get it down the court to Williamson. Williamson will get it to Brown. He will give it to Booker for another three. That one is missed. So now we'll see Jordan Booker following his shot, saving the ball, and they'll get the ball back. So now we'll see Williamson with the mid-range jumper. That one is missed. We'll see Jalen Perkins with that rebound for the Generals, as he'll look to push the tempo, get it past half court, and does. So now he'll just look to take it for himself, and that one made so smooth right there. That brings the score 64-42. So now we'll see the Nighthawks, who have the ball, as he'll look to inbound it to Lewis, and we'll see Williamson, who will get it down the court and get it past half court, as he'll look for Booker and gets it to him. So now we'll see Smith, who will look to provide some kind of pressure on him, as Booker's looking to get something going for this team. As he'll go drive right, bring it back, and he'll drive right again. Takes the step back shot. That one missed. We'll see him fight for the ball, but Jalen Perkins gets that rebound, as they're hooked a little bit, but no call, and they'll just let him play. So now we'll see Javon Berry, who has the ball, as he'll look to drive and finish. That one made right there brings the score 66-42. And that one will be immediate timeout right there. Score is 66-42. What can Thomas do to just create some kind of stops?
Well, there's just no deterrence on the defensive end for them right now. Their defense is like Swiss cheese. There's not much communication. There's not much rotation. And to be quite honest, there's not much effort on the defensive end. And right now it looks like they just kind of run out of gas. Obviously it's been a lot of basketball played over the last, 2.5 days now. And if they even remotely want a shot, they've got to come out here and, put an emphasis on the defensive end, because right now there's not much there. And offensively, they're starting to settle for, some ISO ball. You see, the one-on-one shot starting to take place. They're not really executing as much as they were. And they're starting to fall apart a little bit. So they just got to look to regroup in this timeout. Obviously, like I said, it starts on the defensive end. Stops are going to be critical for them right now, but they've got to execute. In a game like this, even when you're not playing well, generally speaking, you still want to play well as a coach. You still want to execute. You still want to build on your next game. So there's definitely things that you can learn and work on in this setting.
So now we will see what they can provide, as we'll see Marius, who will check back in the game. We'll see Jones checking in, and we will see LSUA in the 2-2-1. So now we'll see Marius, who has the ball for the Nighthawks, as we'll see Williamson, who has it, as we'll see Jones, who has it. They'll finally get it past half court. Lewis has it, as he will give it to Jones. Jones will get in the corner to Marius. Marius will look to finish. That one is made. So that brings the score 66-44. As Brandon Ellis has the ball for the Generals. So now Brandon Ellis will take the three. That one made right there. So when it's too much space, he will take that three, and that one was made. Brings the score 69-44. So now Jones has the ball, as he will give it to Williamson. So as he'll look to drive right, he'll give it to Jones. Jones will look in the post, but Nashawn Ellis with the deflection, but Trent Bryan does get the ball back. He'll take the hop step. That one is made right there. Brings the score 69-46 now. So now we'll see Munson, who has the ball, as he'll get it past half court. As he'll look to drive, take the step back, go behind his back. He'll give it to Brandon Ellis up top. As now we'll see Ellis up top. They'll try to get something going. He'll look to drive, but that one was called a foul on Williamson. So now that will stay with the Generals here. As now we'll see Barry, who will look to inbound the ball. He'll give it to Ellis, as he'll take another three. That one is made right there. So 2 threes in a row brings the score 72-46. So now Jones for the Nighthawks has it, as he'll get it past half court, and he'll give it to Williamson. So now Williamson will give it to Marius. Marius will look to drive left with it and look to finish. Another strong take, but that one is missed. So now we'll see Nashawn Ellis with the rebound, as he'll look to push the tempo, and does, as he'll give it to Brandon Ellis. Brandon Ellis, can he make a third three in a row? He does right there. He cannot be stopped. Showing that hot, quick shot that he has right there. So that brings the score 75-46, as we'll see Jones who'll look to drive, as he'll look to try to get it out, but he'll just give it to Marius for the shot. That one is missed. We'll see Jalen Perkins fighting for possession, and that one will be called a jump ball, and it will stay with the Nighthawks. So right here, we're just seeing, like you said earlier, the Generals are just keeping their foot on the gas. They're not letting up at any time. They're getting stops that they want, and they're making their shots. And it's hard to really stop this team when they're firing on all cylinders on both ends of the court. As Marius now has the ball, he will give it to Jones, but he was out of bounds right there. So another turnover. So it's really showing that just partially just being careless turnovers and really not knowing where you're at in the court. What can they do to kind of just limit these turnovers?
A lot of them are just decision making. Obviously, he stepped on the bounds right there, but a lot of them are just bad decisions. You just got to be solid with the ball and, be aggressive, but, obviously pay attention to where you're passing it and the decisions that you're making over the course of the game.
So now we'll see Brandon Ellis, who has it, as he'll look to take it. Smooth layup. That one is made right now. He is having a big second half. That brings the score 77-46. So now we will see Williamson, who took the pass, not sure what he was looking for right there, but we will see the dunk, but he did miss that one. So now we'll see Trent Bryan, who has that rebound right there, so he'll get it past half court. So now the Nighthawks looking for something, as they've become empty-handed on these last few possessions right here. We'll see Williamson, who will look to try to drive it, as he will bring it back out. As he'll look to drive right, he'll give it out to Lewis. Lewis will take the three. That one missed. So now we'll see Jalen Perkins with that rebound here for the Generals, as he'll look to push it. And he'll just look to go, and he'll give it out to Brandon Ellis. Brandon Ellis with the pump fake. He'll give it out to Nashawn Ellis for the three. That one missed. We'll see Munson with the offensive rebound. And he'll give it out to Jalen Perkins for 3. That one made right there. So from behind the arc, they just can't be stopped. They're shooting so good behind the 3, and that brings the score 80-46, 8 minutes left. What is it that the Generals are just doing that just has them firing on all cylinders right now?
They're just hitting shots, and, I mean, obviously they're a confident group. They've been shooting the ball well pretty much all game, and they're just continuing that. I think they're doing a good job of really penetrating, forcing the defense to collapse, and they're kicking the ball out to open shooters. And you got to give the shooters credit. They're catching the ball and knocking down shots over the course of this game. And, you know, this team is a team that really feeds off of that. When they're knocking down shots and when they're playing well offensively, it really fuels everything they're doing. And I think they're doing a good job, like we said, just continuing to be aggressive and not letting up in this game.
And so now we will see what Thomas can do to try to fight back in this game somehow with 8 minutes left. As we do see a few substitutions in this game, we do see Booker checking back in the game. And we do see Williams checking back in the game as well. We see Morrow checking back in the game, who did take that layup as well. But that one is missed. We see Munson with that rebound now. As he'll get it past half court, and he'll just look to drive and he'll look to finish, but that one is missed. So now he would get 2 shots at the free throw line, 7 minutes and 45 seconds left. So now we'll see him take that first free throw. That one is missed. So now we'll see him take this second free throw. As he'll take this one. That one is missed as well. So now we'll see him get the rebound as Booker will look to push the tempo and get it past half court, as he will give it to Morrow. Morrow will get it back to Booker. Booker passes it. He'll give it to Shamar Brown. So now Brown, he'll give it to Morrow. Morrow will take the jumper. That one missed. So now we'll see Munson with that rebound, as he'll get it past half court now. And we will see Jalen Perkins with the pump fake, and he'll take the mid-range jumper. So smooth and calm with that. That brings the score 82-46. So now we'll see Jordan Booker, who will get it past half court, as they'll try to look for something really empty-handed on these last few possessions here. And so now we'll see him look to try to go off the screen of Shamar Brown, and he will give it out to Williams for the 3. That one is missed. We'll see Nashawn Ellis with that rebound, as he'll look to try to go behind the back, but pickpocketed by Booker, and Booker will look to finish. That one missed. So now we'll see Bryant, who has the ball, as he'll look to push the tempo, as he'll give it to Dustin Roy. Dustin Roy will look to drive, and he'll just bring it back out, slowing it down, not forcing any kind of shot here. So now we'll see Bryant, who has it up top, as he'll look to get something going, as he's trying to look for Nashawn Ellis, and he will give it to him. Looks for the handoff, but we do see the steal by the Nighthawks, as they'll look to push tempo. We'll see Williams, who will look to finish, but that one is a chase down block, but that one was called a foul. Kind of questionable in my eyes. What did you see there?
Well, it looked like it was clean up top. My only guess is maybe he could created some contact down low. From my angle, it's tough to see. Obviously, the ref had a better angle at it than we did, but it looked like it was clean up top for sure.
Kind of a LeBronish type style chase down block on that one. But we will see Williams, who will be taking these free throws here, so he'll look to take this first free throw, as that one is made. Brings the score 82-47, 6 minutes and 21 seconds left in this game. So now we will see him take the second free throw, as that one is made as well. So now we'll see Perkins, who will look to inbound the ball to Brian, and does. He'll give it to Dustin Roy. Dustin Roy gets past half court. He'll give it to Munson. Munson will take the 3. That one is missed. So now we'll see the rebound by Morrow. So Morrow looks to get it, but we will see Nashawn Ellis with that steal. So now he'll give it to Munson. That one is made. Brings the score 84-48. So right now we'll see Booker, who has it for the Nighthawks, as he'll give it to Webster. So now Webster has it, as he'll look to get something going. He'll give it to Brown, and he'll give it back to Webster. Webster behind the arc. He'll look to go off the screen, and he'll look to take the 3. That one is missed. So we did see the offensive rebound by Williams, but that one was called a foul right there. So now we do see the media timeout, and with this media timeout, we will take a small break as well here with Faulkner Sports Network.
Connections matter now more than ever. At Guardian Credit Union, we live to make connections, to provide hope, to strengthen our communities, to create stronger financial future. These connections happen in our credit union, in serving our communities, and even in the small moments of sharing a bench with a neighbor. Connect to your goals. Connect to your community. Connect with Guardian.
All right, and here we are coming back from this break here as the Generals are in cruise control with the lead of 84-48. We will see the Nighthawks, who do have possession of this, as they'll just try to get something going. They have come empty-handed on these last few possessions. Really can't get a shot going. It's kind of like you said, Joel, it's like they've kind of just run out of gas, and really the confidence level doesn't look as high as well, and the morale doesn't look as high as well, as that one was an and one right there. So as we see, the Nighthawks did make that shot, and then on the other end we see the Generals just pushing and running. So like you said, it's just like they look like they're sleepwalking out there.
Yeah, they've just run out of gas. I mean, it's been a long weekend of basketball, and you can tell that guys look kind of gassed out there.
So now we will see Webster, who has the ball for the Nighthawks, as he does get it past half court. We'll see Booker, who has it, as he'll give it to Williams in the corner. As he'll let the drive, he'll go with the spin, takes the shot. That one is missed. So we do see the rebound by Strickland. So now we'll see Brown, who gives it to Strickland for the made shot right there. So now that brings the score 88-50. So now we will see Webster, who has the ball, and will get it past half court, and he'll give it to Booker, as he'll look to call for that screen. But he will give it to Bryant, and he will give it to Booker. He'll give it to Webster. Webster will look to drive, as he'll give it to Williams for the shot right there. That one is made, brings the score 88-52. So now we'll see Bryant, who has the ball, as he'll look to get it past half court, looks to get trapped, and he'll give it to Nashawn Ellis. He'll give it to Dustin Roy. Dustin Roy will take the three. That one is missed. So now that one will go to the Nighthawks, as we will see Mayes, who will be checking in for the Nighthawks. The score is 88-52. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in this game here. So now we'll see Booker, who has it. He'll give it to Webster, as he'll get it past half court. As they'll try to get something going, we'll see Williams on the low block, who is posting up, but he loses the move away. So we'll see Webster, who has it. He'll give it to Shamar Brown up top, as he'll look for Booker on the handoff, and they'll give it to him. As Booker now will look to drive, and he'll just look to finish, and that one is called a foul right there. So he will get two shots at the line here. And really, I think with them being down so much, but and it being 4 minutes left, there's a lot of basketball being played. I think what the key here for Thomas could just be, you need to finish this game off right and create some kind of bright spots that can kind of just push you towards down the road during the season, because you look at this 3-day tournament, it hasn't looked good for you. First 2 days you had a good shot to win, but it's kind of, as you said, it's kind of really showing that they're being gassed. But I think really to finish this game off, they would just have to get some kind of bright spot to carry them on into the season.
Well, yeah, it's important for Thomas right now, like you said, to end this game off on a positive note. You still want to compete. You still want to play to the buzzer. You still want to focus on getting stops. You still want to focus on, offensive execution. And you see that a lot of bench guys are in right now, so it's important for them to even get some game run, because you never know down the line when you'll need to depend on those guys. And it's critical right now to see in this last 4 minutes, who can do what in what situations, and still plenty to work on in this game despite the deficit.
And so now we do see Maris, who has it. That one was stripped by Bryant, but it was called a foul. So now it looked like he was in the motion of shooting, but they say otherwise. So now we do see the Nighthawks, who do retain possession of it. The score is 88-53, 3 minutes and 54 seconds left. And we will see Webster looking to inbound the ball. He will give it to Marius. Marius will look to give it to Jones. Jones loses possession of it, but Marius picks it back up, and he'll look to drive, and he'll look to finish. That one blocked by Abney right there. So now we'll see Dustin Rowe, who did have possession of it, and that will stay with the Generals right there. So just way to stay home by Abney. True key defensive anchor here. One of the freshmen who is in this starting lineup, who is more to like a 3-and-D kind of player, who provides a lot of energy as he brings the ball down the court for them, and so he'll give it to Nashawn Ellis up top, and he'll just take the three. Wide open has all day, but he'll miss that one, so Shamar Brown gets that. So now Webster for the Nighthawks has it. He'll get it past half court, and he will lose possession of it, so another turnover right there. So now we'll see the Generals, who will look to get to possession of this, and we'll see Dustin Roy, who inbound it to Bryant here, and so look to get it past half court. And he'll give it to Dustin Roy. Dustin Roy looking for Ellis in the post, as he'll look to work out and go for the turnaround. Jay, that one missed. We'll see Strickland with the offensive rebound, though. And that one is a turnover right there. So we will see the Nighthawks, who will get possession of it, and we'll see Jones, who will look to bring the ball down the court. It is 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in this game here. So now we will see Jones with the crossover as he'll look to go right with it, and he'll give it to Marys. Marys looking to make a move. He'll drive left with it, and he'll give it to Webster. Webster will look to give it up top to Jones, and does, as he'll drive right. And Bryant with good hands on it, but cannot come up with it, so that does stay with the Nighthawks. 5 seconds is left on his shot clock. So now we will see what the Nighthawks can do here with 5 seconds left on this shot clock, as we'll look for Jones, who will be popping out. And great defense by Roy, just staying home. That shot is missed. We'll see Williams with the offensive rebound and makes that shot. Brings the score 55-88 now. So now we'll see Roy, who has the ball. He'll give it to Deshaun Ellis, and he'll give it to Strickland as he has possession of it. He'll look to try to shoot it, but he is fouled. So now we'll see the Generals, who will retain possession of it, as Abney will look to inbound. And he'll give it to Roy. Roy will just take the shot, and that one made right there. So that brings the score 91-55. So now we'll see Jones, who has it for the Nighthawks, as he'll try to look for the screen off Brown. And that one loses possession of it. But we see Dustin Roy, who dives for it, but he was out of bounds. So great hustle by him. But the Nighthawks will get the ball back. So now we will see Jones, who will look to inbound the ball for the Nighthawks, and we'll see Maris, who has it, as there's 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. He'll look to drive. That one called a charge. So Dustin Roy on both ends of the floor, just really being a bright spot for this team now, as now see Maris, who did foul out here. And so now we will see Lewis, who will be checking into the game with 2 minutes left in this game. We will see Abney, who will look to inbound the ball to Bryant, as Bryant now has it. And so he'll just look to go and just look to get it past half court, and does. And so bring it behind his back. He'll go behind his back again. So now look to go off the screen of Strickland. Strickland will look to roll, but that one is stripped. So now we will see Webster will look to finish, and he does. So that brings the score 91-57. So now Bryant has it, as he'll look to get it past half court again, as they'll look to try to trap right here. And that one is called a foul. Reached in right there and kind of bailed him out on that. So on those kind of traps right there, is it really key to not reach in and just stay right there, just let him make a quick, careless turnover?
Yeah, when you've got somebody pushed over to the sideline, I mean, the last thing you want to do is reach in and bail him out. I mean, you've got him trapped. You know, there's not really anywhere to go. You reach in and foul him, bail him out, give him a shot at 2 free throws.
And I've seen you, you're in commentary mode right now, but I've seen you in coach mode where You know, those are the one things that kind of just gets under your skin. It's like, come on, don't bail them out right there. That's something y'all really emphasize more in practice?
100%. I mean, like I said, when you got a team stop, the last thing you want to do is reach in and bail them out and give them an opportunity at free throws, and that's one thing that drives me absolutely insane.
As Jones did make that three-pointer right there, brings the score at 91-60. A minute left in this game. Dustin Roy has it for the Generals. He will give it to Bryant, as Bryant will look to drive with it and look to finish, but that one is missed by Williams. Williams gets the rebound. That was missed by Bryant, but that one is poked out by Roy. 49.7 seconds left in this game here. So now we will see them inbound the ball, and we'll see Webster who has it, as he'll look for Shamar Brown in the post. But he'll give it back up top to Jones. Jones will look to work out. He'll look to finish. That one blocked by Nishawn Ellis right there. Not today in his zone. So we'll see the Nighthawks who will retain possession of this again. 38.2 seconds left in this game, as Webster will look to inbound the ball. And he'll give it to Shamar Brown. Shamar Brown has it, as he'll hand it off to Webster. Webster will look to drive, and he'll give it to Lewis for the three. That one is missed. We'll see Jones with offensive rebound. That one missed as well. We'll see Strickland with the rebound for the Generals, as Bryant has it, as the shot clock is now turned off, as he'll get it past half court. And they'll just look to dribble it out here. So with the LSUA Generals, we do see them in the last 3 days go unbeaten these last 3 days, and on the other end we see Thomas, who did not come up with any wins in this tournament. But going into their respective seasons here, what can the LSUA take from this tournament here?
Well, it's been a big weekend of basketball for LSUA, like you said, to come in and go undefeated. Obviously, first night they didn't play well really at all, and found a way to get that one, and then they come in, beat a great Kaiser team yesterday, and then obviously, take it to Thomas today and end the weekend off on a high note. So big weekend of basketball. Hopefully this is able to, give them some confidence moving forward as they continue on with their season. And as far as Thomas goes, tough weekend. You come in, you go 0-3. I thought they really played well enough to win the first two nights. We talked about the turnovers piled up on them, but they, did some good things, and then today they just looked kind of gassed. And but I think it's a lot of good things that you can learn from this weekend. It kind of gives you a feel for where you are as a team, and gives you a launching point for reasons to go back and watch the film and learn from your mistakes and move forward into your season. And
you do make a great point here, as you said. They can a lot of teams can learn a lot from here. So with Thomas going 2-7, and then LSUA now 5-2. Not many games played, but with that, we've seen certain teams who haven't played that many games. Do you think with this tournament it can help certain teams kind of figure out what their identity could be going into their respective seasons?
No doubt about it. I mean, it's still so early in the season, and we're just fortunate enough to be able to play games at all right now. But every game early on the season is really setting you up for your conference schedule. Like we said, it gives you a shot, gives you an idea of where you are as a team, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, who can do what in what situations. And I think this will be a great launching point for both teams as they move forward.
And so here, we did see a great game, as we saw 5 players in double figures for LSUA. And then for your top 2 leading scorers with Daniel Marius and Keon Williams, both in double figures for Thomas University. So with that, with their respective seasons, we do wish them the best of luck. With this next game that will be coming up, we will see Florida Memorial and William Carey playing this next game. This should be a great game of action. We will not be on a call for this next game, but we do appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to both of us. Any more closing thoughts, Joel?
It's been a great weekend. I've enjoyed doing this with you, man, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Oh, yeah. So with us closing out this broadcast, I am Deshaun Bullock here with Joel Harrison, here with Faulkner Sports Network. You guys enjoy your afternoon.